guys. Hello, hello, hello. On my live stream. I can't see the chat, guys, so I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. But I will look at it periodically. Also, don't forget to go to my Cash App. Everybody go to my Cash App. SGirlCB. SGirlCB. We're going to be talking about some cards this morning. This is how you can build your confidence. This is about building confidence. This video is about building confidence and what you need to do to build your confidence, okay? Number one thing you need to do is trust your perception. You know what I mean? If you have a bad gut feeling about something, if something doesn't feel right to you, if something feels off to you, if something feels controlling to you, if something feels other than love and genuineness, if it feels off, trust your perception. And another way you can trust your perception is by journaling your events. Journaling your events on what happens every day. That will help you build your memory. That will help you be more confident within yourself. Just journaling your events and what happens to you every day and what's going on in your life. Another way to build confidence is by building a support system. Healthy relationships equal emotional balance. So meeting friends, you know what I mean? And not just any kind of friends, friends who are doing things with their lives, friends who are not addicts, friends who are successful, friends who are family driven and family motivated, and they have a positive, really good family. Building your support system, meeting new people, going out every day, having fun, doing different activities, going to the beach, going to the pool, going to museums, going to art exhibits, stuff like that. Those type of things will help you build your confidence, and also you'll meet more people when you're going out. And when you're meeting people, don't always be in your phone. Give them eye contact. Give them smiles. Say hello. Let them know that you're a friendly person and you can be approached. Now, I want to go back to trusting your perception. A lot of times, you know, if you have people in your life who try to make you not trust your perception, who try to make you feel bad about yourself, it's good for you to just, I mean, if you can't cut them out of your lives and you can't confront them, I would just ignore them. And I would find new people to hang out with, lessen my time with the person that's trying to control my mind and twist my reality, and spend more time with kinder people, more loving people, happier people, funnier people, people who do stuff, people who have a lot of friends and know how to get along with other people. Because a lot of people who stay home all day, they have problems with getting along with other people. You know what I mean? So you can be able to tell who's really very social, very active, and kind too. People who are active and more social are more kind. So trusting your perception starts with yourself. It starts with you knowing who you truly are, what you have done in life. You know what I mean? Having an activity, having a great career, you know, starting a side business, meeting people like that, selling products, those type of things. Let me help my dog for a second. I'll be back. Helping your dog, you know, having an animal, having something to do. You have to wash that animal, you have to walk that animal constantly. If it's a puppy, you have to, you know, feed it constantly. Just having a routine and doing things are great ways to build your confidence and be a better person, and just, you know, grounding yourself in reality. Because a lot of us, you know, when you're not around people who truly care about you and you're around people who talk negatively of you, which is fine. You don't have to run away from those people to live. But you do have to know who you are. You do have to know how to deal with those people. You do have to know you do have to know how to protect yourself. Because people who don't like you, they will try, and they want to get rid of you. They will try to destroy you. And it's three ways they'll try to destroy you. They'll try to jail you. They'll try to they might try to kill you, or they might try to get you committed. Those are the three ways they'll try to destroy you. So the way you don't get jailed or killed or committed is by, you have to know who you are. You have to know the signs. If a person comes up to you and they start harassing you off rip, you know what I mean? Like you're just there doing your everyday thing and they come up harassing you, that's a crime. It's best for you to start calling the police. You know, you're gonna have to do a Karen, or you can leave the situation. You know what I mean? Go for a walk. And that's a good thing about having a dog, because if you're always going for a walk, you know what I mean? It's hard for people to really get in your ear like that, because you're always doing something. I gotta walk my dog. I gotta feed my dog. I gotta wash my dog. I gotta go to have drinks with Susie. I gotta go, in fact, my dog keeps crying. Let me get my dog. So I'm just going to put him right there. Now, okay, so yeah, a lot of negative people, okay? They'll deflect. Like, let's say you're trying to get a common goal here. You're trying to come up with a way to stop the harassment. You're trying to converse with this person. You're trying to speak to them like a human being. You know, that's the reason we have communication, we have words. But those people will try to deflect, or they'll try to make a joke and embarrass you in the conversation, even if it's just you and them. They're trying to embarrass you in the conversation so that you can't make a point, so that you can't get to an end game here. Those type of people, you gotta drop them out of your life, or you have to ignore them, lessen your time with them, build healthy boundaries, you know what I mean? Let them know, hey, if I'm gonna talk to you, I don't want you deflecting, I don't want you speaking over me, I want to finish my points. Projecting, they'll try to project onto you, like, you'll know that you're a kind, good person, and then they'll be like, oh, you're the problem because you're the one that keeps talking over me. And they're talking over you while they're telling you that you're the one talking over them. And it's a mind game, people. Again, you have to trust your perception. And when people do that, it's best to just exit the conversation. I'll speak to you later, and exit the conversation. And a lot of people don't know how to do it. If they start chasing you around, that's when you call the police. You leave the area, you call the police, and you bring the police. They're harassing me. I'm trying to leave the conversation, and they won't let me leave the conversation. So narcissists are very selfish, right? And narcissists, it's sad. It's really sad about narcissistic people, because I feel like they're people that are just really, really lonely, really, really sad, and they have something in their mind that's so bad that they can't even connect with people because it's constantly on their mind. The bad situation that happened in their life is constantly on their mind. They can't even connect with people, and that makes them so fucking lonely. And it's so fucking sad. And it's like, it's the past. Just move on. It's the past. Move on. Schizotypical people, they have no close relationships, you know, and relationships don't count as people you talk to online. You have to see people in person, okay? You have to see people in person to have a real relationship. Some people think that, oh, you can just be online all the time and just see them through a camera and talk to them. No, you have to get together. You have to do something together. Even if they come to your house, you go to their house, you go to the park, whatever. But to sit down and talk to people and really embrace people and learn how to be around people. Because some people don't even know how to be around people. They don't know how to be kind. They don't know how to take turns in a conversation. Some people think that if you don't let them speak in a conversation, that you're disrespecting them. Even though they've been speaking the entire time of the conversation. So it's best to just let those people talk until they're so fucking tired. It's your turn. Sexual manipulation. Yeah, you should not be having sex with people like that. You should not be having sex with people like that. Because now you're confusing your own body. You're confusing the body and the mind. Your mind is saying, this person is treating me bad on the inside, but then your vagina is saying it's a go. You know what I mean? It's really bad. You shouldn't be having sex with them until they have completely proved that they are a different person or something. Embarrassment, yeah, narcissists, they use a lot of embarrassment to people. That's how they gain control, is by embarrassing you. But we go back to the beginning of trusting your own perception. Everyone gets embarrassed. So what if they embarrass you? And I'm not going to say embarrass them back. I'm going to say move on. Walk away. I'm going to talk to you when you can be an adult and not make jokes and not try to make fun of people's past and not try. I'm going to talk to you when you're an adult and not in your high school moment, class clown moment of making jokes about people's past or trying to embarrass people, and you know how to speak like an adult. And if you can't say that, just walk away. Let them argue with themselves. Yeah, a lot of people are upset because they're broke. They're broke. They don't have money. You know, they have to pay all these bills. And it's hard to have a conversation when you got the light bill on your mind. Have a conversation when you got your car note on your mind. It's hard to feel sorry for someone when you have your insurance on your mind. You know what I mean? So broke people, y'all got to get y'all finances up, get a job, get 2 jobs. I think getting 2 jobs is a great idea, because if you have 2 jobs, that's less contact with whoever's harassing you. That's less, and if you are the narcissistic person, that's less time of you to be narcissistic. If you're a narcissistic person, you should get 2 jobs, because now you're in a public environment, completely controlled by the owner and the manager, and you don't have to worry about you and your narcissistic personality popping out because you're at work. You're on the clock. So getting 2 jobs, guys, like and subscribe, please. Getting 2 jobs is a great way to focus your mind. It's a great way to know your perception, know who you are. You know who you are. I'm at work. I'm working. I'm getting money. That's who I am. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of the bills. So that's a great thing. Stonewalling. If someone's stonewalling you, you know what? That's not the worst thing they could be doing to you. That's a great opportunity for you to be reading a book, learning something, going to school, working, taking care of business, doing what you need to do. So if somebody's stonewalling you, yes, it's punishment, it's shutting down communication, it's embarrassing, it's resentful, it pisses you off, but at the end of the day, you got time to do other stuff. Focus your mind, knowing your perception, knowing who you are, knowing what you're doing, knowing what you're about. You know what I mean? If you're at work, you can't be guilt tripping, making other people guilty for this negative emotion. So the person will be really negative, and they will try to guilt trip you for,